Game of Thrones. Episode 2 of Season 8.
It's the second one. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Whoa. It's a night in the Seven Kingdoms? No. It is the night in the Seven Kingdoms. And who is the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms?
Brienne of fucking Toth.
Exactly.
Yes. Good old Brienne.
So we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2. We're following up from the epic first episode, which was a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say epic first episode. I would say...
That was the sarcasm.
But that was the reunion episode, and then which was important. And then we had this, which was the bye episode. This was the
bye characters.
Bye Game of Thrones episode. This was the farewell to all of your favorite characters episode. That was it. I mean,
yeah. And if you were itching for that fight, mm-hmm. or the action that you come to expect from a final season of a mm-hmm. show, and you just watch the first episode and you're like,
coming.
Okay,
it's coming.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
This isn't that episode yet.
No.
We're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode, though.
So one of the biggest moments of the episode, of course, was Brienne of Tarth finally getting knighted. I like how
by Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, by Jaime motherfucking Lannister.
Oh shit. The love interest.
Yeah, it's crazy how she ended up having two love interests.
Yeah,
we got Tormund.
We have a love triangle in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, with Brienne of Tarth in the middle. Who saw that coming?
I did.
Yeah. She's amazing. Yeah. She is amazing.
Yeah. She deserved to be knighted more than mm-hmm. a lot of the knights that we've seen.
I was so happy
for
her. Yeah. Literally, for a decade, nothing good has happened to her. Just consistently, time after time, it's just, she gets fucked over, bad things happen, she gets screwed over, the people she loves die, like, the people she serves with are just, it's just been bad thing after bad thing, and just finally,
and she's just fighting on, surviving.
Yeah, she's never complained, nothing, just on a mission always, and finally, she gets something good.
Yeah, and this is like everything she's ever wanted.
Yeah, and this is her dream, like, oh man, I felt so good for her. And I hope they don't just turn around and kill her in the next episode. They better not.
She's on the front line in that teaser. Mm-hmm. She is right there, front and center.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because her arc just finished.
Yeah.
That was it. She completed her arc. She became a knight. She did it. She accomplished all the things.
Yeah.
Her story's kind of done.
She's done. Bye, Brienne.
Bye, Brienne. Now, hopefully they don't just...
Yeah. That entire scene was just emotional to watch. Mm-hmm. Just like it... span over the entire episode, which was Peter Dinklage chopping it up with all these other
the random gathering,
the fellowship of the drinks in Game of Thrones,
fellowship around the fire.
Yeah,
and I like how she says, "Oh, I don't care about being knighted," and she kind of looks at Podrick, and Podrick's like,
Podrick's looking at her like, "That's everything you've ever wanted."
Yeah, that's the only thing you want,
And she's just like, stop, Podrick. Yeah. Don't embarrass me in front of my new friends.
In front of all my love interests.
That entire speech that will be used in memes in the future, I'm sure. People knighting random shit.
Yeah. I was like, that's going to be a meme real quick.
That's going to be.
And then, or Tormund Giantsbane telling the story when nobody asked him.
Nobody asked.
He's like, I'm going to tell you the story about how I killed the giant. And everybody's just like, all right.
He drank the milk from the giant, which is why he's so strong. As he chugs that entire thing, and half of it goes all over him.
Mm-hmm. And Sir Davos is just like, I need a drink.
Yeah, he's like, now I need a drink.
But that was a good moment, and there was so many of those, just like farewell.
Yeah,
some of those farewell. Just the
Theon and Sansa.
Yeah,
they had their little interaction that was pretty emotional.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even care about Theon until she hugged him, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Theon."
Yeah, you're like,
"Oh yeah, Theon."
I forgot you guys.
He has a whole redemption arc that he's still redeeming, and I feel like he's gonna die protecting Bran. Like his arc will come full circle if he dies protecting Bran, because he tried to kill him and he gave up Winterfell, and so many people. Yeah, so many bad things happened because of that. But
and then Bran and Jaime Lannister's reunion. This is all about little reunions.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was something to watch.
Yeah. Jaime was like, so are you going to tell them? And he's like, well, you can't help if they kill you, so no.
Yeah, he's like, no. And I thought Bran's acting was actually really good in that scene. He hasn't had to do a lot.
Yeah. Well, now I guess he said in interviews that he actually can't see. So when he takes off the glasses, he's just like...
So he really just has no idea.
I guess Maisie Williams said that his stare is so haunting, and he's like, I just can't see anything.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just trying to squint and look, see what's going on. And everybody thinks it's pretty cool and meme the fuck out of it already.
Yeah. No, I mean, he instantly went to one of my favorite characters after that first episode where he's just staring at everybody.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And then, the other big moment, Arya Stark and Gendry. I like
that controversial scene already.
Well, I think it's just that it's not that controversial. Like, it's just the knee-jerk reaction of, she's a little girl. Like, wait, what? Everybody else jumped on Google. Like, wait, how old is Maisie Williams? Oh, she's 22. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then it's okay.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Because it's like you first see her when she's 12.
Yeah.
And so when she throws off her clothes, and you're like, whoa, they're not cutting away.
Yeah.
What's happening?
And I've heard people bring up good points when saying that we've seen way worse shit on this show happen to other people. Yeah. And we were just kind of like, Game of Thrones. And then when somebody has consensual sex with somebody that they really like, we're like, oh, hey, calm down.
Slow down, guys.
Calm down, Game of Thrones.
Roll that back. We watched Jon Snow fuck his aunt.
Yeah, and clapped. And then we watched this, and it was like, whoa.
I was happy for her, though. Like, after a scene, I was like, oh, she's 22. Okay. And I was happy.
But I have seen some debates, too, like, what is that look that she's giving after when they're in bed? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, are we going to have baby Arya? Or, like, just because of the look she gives after where she's just staring off? Like, it could just be as simple as, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that was on everybody's mind. Now that was her last fun thing. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to die. Like, that's it. That now we're gonna fight for our lives. And it could have been as simple as that, or it could have been like, she could have been debating, should I have went to Podrick's room and
to experience that, that whole thing,
learn all his secrets, and
should I invited Tyrion? Because
Tyrion?
I got to imagine that's on most people's minds during the end times.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody got the pleasure.
I saw someone was talking about, was she thinking about hooking up with the Hound? Is that why she went out there?
Oh.
And
that would have been way more creepy.
That would have been... People would have left. They would have left their own home.
They should have left their own home and then asked for a refund.
This is bullshit. But did that go through her mind? And then Beric Dondarrion came out there and she's like, okay, never mind. Forget it.
I don't know. I hope not.
Or I hope that wasn't the thought.
I did like that scene where she's like, I'm leaving. And then he's just like, where are you going? She goes, I'm not going to spend my last moments with you jackasses.
She's like, you miserable bastards.
They're just like, that's fair.
Yeah. Good point, Arya.
Her relationship with the Hound is the best. Mm-hmm. One of them's biting it. It's probably not going to be Arya. Bye, Hound.
Yeah, it looked like the Hound was... in one of the trailers leading up to the season, he was scared and around some fire, and it looked like Beric Dondarrion was trying to save him. Mm-hmm. So maybe they both die. I don't know.
I want the Hound to kill the Mountain, man.
That's true. He has to survive so we get the Clegane Bowl. If he dies before that happens, or he dies... He's raised as a
White Walker.
And then it's Zombie Mountain versus White, the Hound.
Just the foreshadowing of Peter Dinklage being a White and killing Cersei, which I hope doesn't happen. But he says that to Jaime, their little fire conversation that they have, which was nice. Mm-hmm. And he says, if I do die, I hope I get to rip her apart. Cersei. And it's like, don't say that. I don't want that to happen.
You don't mean that, Tyrion.
You don't mean that, Tyrion. Stay alive, Tyrion. Yeah. Unlike everybody in the crypt, who will most likely come back.
Oh, man. I don't know how much more obvious they could have made it that something in the crypt is going to go horribly wrong. They're like, oh, the crypt, the safest place.
The safest place ever. And
nobody will die there.
Jon Snow's like, the White Walkers bring everybody that they kill back to life. They could raise the dead.
Let's put them in our graveyard.
Yeah. Ned Stark's gonna come back headless.
Holding his head and chasing Arya down the fucking hall.
The headless horseman.
That'd be crazy.
And then Catelyn Stark is gonna save Arya.
No, she's dead. She's hecka dead. She'll come back as a White. It's not like the books where...
No. I'm saying that she comes back as a white, but like saves her.
Oh, but save
I don't know, man. And then they're like, whoa, can the whites have other emotions?
Yeah. And then can we talk about the biggest moment of the episode? The cameo by Ghost.
Oh, yeah. I clapped. I was like,
he's still there. Woo. They got the CGI budget for it.
Yeah.
You could totally tell they just stuck him in the back. Like,
yeah.
Nah, he's still there. Nobody addresses it. I would have liked a little Jon Snow, like... Little Jon Snow.
Little Jon Snow.
A little Jon Snow and Ghost, like, interaction. Like,
even him petting
hey, boy,
him on the way out.
You've been by my side this whole time.
Yeah.
Wink.
They better not fucking kill Ghost in the next episode. I'm gonna be so mad.
That's what they start off with instantly.
Just Ghost dying.
Just so they don't use up too much of their CGI budget. Ghost runs into battle first
and just dies.
I'd be so pissed.
Or it's a Twilight thing, and they all are like lined up, and they all fight, and then afterwards it's Bran looking at the Night King, and the Night King's like, and Bran's like, yeah, you know that we'll win. You'll kill a lot of us.
But then at the end, Arya Stark's gonna flip over you and twist your head off.
Yeah.
So, take a chance.
I hope that happens.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. And the other biggest moment, Jon Snow finally tells Daenerys that he's Aemon or Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah. Nobody cares they've been having sex.
No.
Neither of them
Nobody
care.
will address that part.
No.
She didn't go to, wait, so I've been fucking my nephew?
Yeah.
No, she went straight to...
You have claimed the throne.
No. How do you know that's true? You don't think that's kind of weird? It's your brother or your best friend and your brother, we're the only people out. And he's like, it's true. And she's like, she could tell she's pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, is she going to stab him?
Yeah.
Like, damn, right there.
There's going to be some accidents next episode.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
She totally turns Mad Queen and fucking kills him in the middle of the battle. Oh, he got in the way of the Night King and the White Walker. Like him and the Night King are sword fighting.
Yeah.
And then she flies over with Drogon and lights them both on fire.
Yeah.
But he can't burn, so that wouldn't work.
True.
But
the dragon just comes down and she's like, attack! Like hit him, and the dragon's like, no, I like Jon, and she's like, get him. Yeah, I don't know. I did think it was funny how she used the word best friend, though. Never heard that in Game of Thrones. I didn't think anybody had best friends.
Yeah.
Everybody's just kind of exists.
Wait, who'd she say was her best friend?
Sam. When she was, I think it's funny how your best friend and your brother are the only ones who know. Yeah. It's like, hey, best friends is a thing? Is a term that these people know?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it's been said before.
Send it through. have a reel through the
little finger to Ned Stark. We're best friends.
Nah, it's never been said. This is making
Ramsay
history.
Bolton to Theon. We're best friends.
If somebody knows if they've ever said best friends in the show, let us. I want to know which episode. I want to know which episode if it's ever happened. It's a lot of work for somebody.
All right, let's get down to business. Who's dying in the Battle of Winterfell?
Brienne. Hopefully not the Hound. Actually, maybe the Hound. But
I think he's safe because of the Clegane Bull thing that needs to happen. He has to fight his brother. Yeah. So he's going to survive.
Theon's going.
I think Beric Dondarrion, he's gone.
Yeah.
Because Thoros can't bring him back anymore, and he's going to be all up in the mix like he always is.
Yeah. He also...
Let's see. Everybody in the crypts, will they get slaughtered?
Oh yeah, Sam, is he going? Captain Friendzone, is he finally gonna go?
Oh man.
Jorah Mormont.
I hope he survives.
Lady Mormont. I mean, like,
I know, she's a child.
Yeah, she's
How
a
is she
child.
Realistically, there's no way she survives that battle.
No,
she can't. She's a child fighting an undead army of like 100,000.
Yeah,
like there's just no reason, no way she survives.
Bran's gonna survive.
Is he? I don't know.
Probably.
They're using him as bait to get the Night King. Yeah. Night King's going to drop down, maybe kill Bran. Jon Snow kills the Night King. Maybe.
And then Jon Snow's like, ha, gotcha.
Yeah. Or... Fuck, man.
Arya's making it. I call it. I don't think she's going this episode. I think Arya's just too badass. And that new weapon is just something.
I don't know. She looked terrified. She looked broken. Like her face was bloody and she looked terrified.
Yeah.
She's running. So
but nobody's really seen her like in action. And if she trained all of that time to train and then do nothing in this battle, like, I don't know. I feel like that'd be a waste.
What is her purpose?
Yeah. I feel like that'd be a waste of her character. Because why else would she go through this whole faceless thing?
Do you think she kills the White Dragon? Maybe that's why she got the spear, so she can pull the same...
But she's got to be real strong. Yeah. She just,
Yeah.
or she does some parkour shit. Yeah. Well, because she's really good at climbing. Maybe she climbs to the top of Winterfell. Or no, it was Bran who was good at climbing. But
because Bran is like the bait and the Night King needs to fly down to him, they get low enough to where Arya runs out the bushes and throws it and kills him in one shot.
Maybe.
Because what's the point of that spear?
Yeah, it comes apart.
Yeah, it looks like... Is it like a projectile? Like, can she shoot it?
No, that'd be too advanced for anything in this time period.
Like,
I think that's... It's like Nightwing. Nightwing has that staff that he could just pick apart and use it as two. I think that's just all it is. I think
maybe, okay, so you know how she was throwing the knives?
Yeah.
It could be like that. She snaps off the dragon glass, throws it at the Night King.
And then she still has a piece to
fight people. Yeah, because the whole thing, I think, is made out of dragon glass.
Yeah.
And so she snaps off, she can twist off the top and throw it. But why wouldn't she just have throwing daggers? I mean, that wouldn't be like...
Because they have them all on the counter and she just threw them, a whole bunch of them.
So there'd be no point to have this thing just to carry it.
Just to chuck it.
Yeah,
I think it is just a thing that she could take apart and hit people with and put it back together to do some cool shit.
Yeah.
Just because she wants to get creative.
If you had to pick one character you think for sure is dying, who would that be? For
sure, I think Theon goes. I think Theon is like my for sure, like, bye Theon. He's just done. I was like, he's done. Poor guy. But like, also maybe that really big guy with the white hair who's been in Winterfell since like episode 1 or not.
You keep saying that.
I keep saying
that. You keep saying that. It's the.
I have no idea where he comes from. You keep telling me, and
something like Vander Royce, or his name's Royce, and he's basically like the Lord of the Vale now.
Oh, okay.
Well, Robin, the little boy, is, but basically that man runs the Vale.
Oh yeah.
And that's like part of Sansa's family.
Yeah.
That's why he's always with her. He protects her.
Yeah. So I feel like he probably dies.
Yeah, he could. He's disposable for sure.
Because I mean, what the hell is Sansa gonna do during this entire Sansa? What's she gonna do during this entire battle? Nothing. So I mean, are they gonna send her to the crypt? Is that why Arya goes down there and is running in that next thing? Because where are they gonna put Sansa? She has to go somewhere safe, and they think the safest place is the crypt.
Yeah.
So they send her down there, and that's why Arya goes down there, because she's like, oh crap! I just realized that they're raising the dead, and everybody's in the crypt.
Yeah, she could run down there. And then, I mean, Daenerys looks at Jon Snow and goes, the dead's already here. And so, I mean, obviously the army's there, but I'm thinking it has to be the people in the crypt, right?
Yeah.
Or they dig under or something. Because, I mean, how else?
Maybe she's the first person who figures it out once they, like, kill somebody. And then he's like, look, you see what's happening? Like, they're raising the dead. And she's like, the dead's already here.
Yeah.
In the crypt. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, Danny.
I know. What if the Night King does something like he raises, like, they have a graveyard outside of the tombs? Because the tomb's only for, like,
the very important
the lords people. And, like, the actual Stark family.
Yeah.
But maybe the graveyard for the villagers is on the outside, and he raises them, and they see them come out of the grounds, and then she instantly knows, okay, they're in the tombs too.
Yeah. And he sends them after Bran because he knows where he is.
No.
What if he should just send his whole ass army after Bran?
Yeah.
And he just chills. Because I don't know why he would ever go to fight Bran. If you know that if you die, your entire army might just fall.
Yeah. Why not just kill them all?
Kill them all first.
Yeah, and then deal with that after.
Yeah.
But I think for sure we're gonna have some gut-wrenching loss. Whether it's Tyrion or Daenerys or Jon Snow or who else? That would be or Sam or Sansa or Arya. Somebody or Arya. Somebody really important is going to die.
Or Bran. A lot of people really like Bran.
And probably multiple people.
Yeah.
I think, let's see.
That's why I think this episode was really good. It was a final farewell to these characters that they've been building up for 7 seasons. Yeah. That we've got to see all of their stories come to this one conclusion where most of them are going to get wiped out.
From a story perspective, that's why I love this episode, because you kind of get everybody just together and everybody's just talking and everything, like all the regular drama is just squashed and done, and you have Lannisters sitting with Starks, sitting with everybody's together
except for
Cersei's
Daenerys. Except for Daenerys, who
she's there though, but she's willing to fight and die with them.
Yeah.
So there's some petty shit, but like they're all together, they're all here, and so they've been through so much just as a cast, so many characters all together, and then for the writers to be able to get all these characters from all around this world and put them all in the same little town or same castle is amazing. And honestly, I almost want to not watch the episodes just to be like, and they lived happily ever after, and they beat the Night King, and fucking that's it. I don't want to watch the rest, and just because it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, it can only go downhill from here.
Yeah, and oh man, the Florence and the Machine like music video with Jenny from Old Stones, Jenny and the Stones. God, what's the name of that song?
Jenny and the Stones. Yeah, I don't know. The one that Pod sings.
Yeah. Jenny of Old Stones. Okay. The music video and like the montage of showing all the characters and stuff, that was already sad because what's about to go down. But after Sunday, oh man, watching that and like just knowing how many people died and like how
and people have already said that it's a Lord of the Rings like not callback because this doesn't exist in that same universe, but I guess one of the creative people working on Game of Thrones and who is going to be handling the next battle, he said he was very inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And if that's true, which that scene was totally, reminiscent of Return of the King. But in that movie, when Pippin's singing and they're all getting ready to battle, they all go in and die. So I hope that's not what they're trying to say with that whole sequence. All the people that they show in that sequence are going to fight it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's totally reminiscent of The Lord of the Rings. The two big battles that they have, like the preparing for battle and the kids even like showing them and, they don't know if they're going to make it or what to do, or they have that one badass little girl. But like in Lord of the Rings, they have that one boy who's kind of looking at his sword and I think it was Aragorn that walks up to him and was like, "This is a fine sword. Oh, this is really nice." Here, and he's kind of flipping around his back, and then the boy's like, "Yeah," and he's just a little boy about to fight for his fucking life. And then they have Sir Davos talk to the Shireen stand-in. And she was like, "Which way should I go?" And it's just that whole interaction totally reminds me of like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and just the preparation, the song, and now you're gonna have the battle. And those are some of the best battles fucking ever filmed. And you're gonna have that on a TV show. Just
crazy,
mind blowing.
This show is already revolutionary, and it continues to be that. And this will be a show that people talk about forever.
Yeah, and so we'll talk to you again after the Battle of Winterfell and after Avengers Endgame. We'll have both those videos up next weekend. It's gonna be a sad few days, dude.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a sad, just heart crushing fucking weekend. But let us know what you think.
Happens.
Who do you think's gonna die? Try to predict it down below. Talk to us. We'll see you next week.
What's in your bottle?
It's water. No, it's just water. What's in your bottle?
Piss with food coloring.
Want to switch?
All right.
Like, wait, so the joke is they both like drinking piss?
Yeah. Just like, yes.
That's the joke, guys.
Classic Game of Thrones. These are the jokes.